Well, now, let's see if it's working at 6:05 in the evening. Doug Rice. Let's see. I don't know. All right. Well, let's see. I hope everybody can hear me. I hope everybody can see me. I hope this is working. Dear God, I hope it's working. Okay, so folks, how we doing? I am the one, the only Doug Rice. Hopefully all is well. Hopefully you can hear me. Hopefully I've not gone anywhere. I don't know. Let me see here. Make sure. Okay, so how is one and all? My name is Doug Rice. I'm here. Doug Rice Show. The one, the only. And hope that you can hear me. Hope that you can see me. I want to make sure that I have chat available. I hope I do. Boom, boom, boom. Oh, tools. Ooh, I don't know that I have the chat. Okay, so good evening. My name's Doug Rice. Welcome to the Doug Rice Show. Thank you, one and all, for showing up. Unfortunately, I'm not able to see you. For some reason, I just don't see it as able to do that for right now, but I do know that I can do this. Oh yeah, okay. So we are set and we are ready to go. Hope everybody is doing well. Hope folks are here. Again, welcome to the show. Oh, you know what? I had chat on, and I'm trying to figure out if I can still get there. Let me see if I can go to my studio, get this rolling. Let me see. I don't think that I can. Oh, goodness. So you guys can see me, I'm sure. And it may be that I come out of this and start over. Only because I had the chat open and I saw the chat open, and then I think I inadvertently closed the chat. So totally my fault. And let me make sure. Wonder if I'm going to go live or go back where I should go. Let's see if it works. Oh, there it is. Okay. I think I see you folks. Oh my goodness. I'm a genius. I'm back. All right. So, how's everybody doing? Boom. I think I see everybody. Boom. I believe this is going to work. All right. Welcome one and all to the Doug Rice Show. And let me see if I can pop that out. I can. Boom. Popped out. Yes. There's everybody. Okay. So let's make sure everybody can see me and I can see everyone else. Make sure the chat. Make sure the screen. I think I might have done this correctly. How you doing, folks? Now, all right. Top of the day. How's everybody doing? Welcome to the Doug Rice Show. Thanks for sitting through the setup. I appreciate it. I can see myself. I can see you guys. I can see the screen, and I can see that you can see me, and all can be seen. Good evening. Welcome to the Doug Rice Show. Let's do a check. Make sure. D-Boss, how you doing? Curtis, thank you. You can hear me. Gunmetal Sage, what's up? Trina, moderator, how are you? I know I think I sprung this on you. I apologize. But I am using a new program, the OBS program. So we'll see if this program fares better. Everybody may get their coffee, settle in. Good evening, folks. Matt Garnez, good evening, sir. Tasha P, good evening. Again, welcome one and all to the show, the Doug Rice Show. Little rocky start because, as you know, over the last few shows, I've had some trouble maintaining a steady and stable picture and sound. So I went to the trouble of researching and trying to fix it. And I've done it. Boom! And there you have it. Again, welcome to the Doug Rice Show. I am, in fact, Doug Rice, the one and only. There is only one. No, I'm just kidding. There's a lot of Doug Rices out there in the world. I know this. I'm just one of them. We'll scratch my hair. And I try to deliver truth. And I think I deliver it at lightning speed. And I deliver it like a pitcher delivers a pitch, because I'm pitching you, you know, and trying to attain just an equilibrium. And that equilibrium is going to require an erasure, an erasure, an erasure. Got to erase what's been already imprinted on our psyche, in our psyche. And I give the receipts every day. If I can, show the receipts. And of course, as we know, folks, the goal is to avoid something I've coined caucasity. Now, I'm not saying I own that word. I'm just saying it's mine. How's everybody doing? Hey, if you like what you see, if you enjoy what I'm doing, and I try to do it every day, 6 a.m., 6 p.m. here on the Doug Rice Show, Doug Rice, the one and only. Please first like, subscribe, and share. I'm getting down there, okay? And then second, hit that notification button. Wow. Right? It's getting easier to remember to say that. And of course, supporting the Doug Rice Show, you can simply follow the links that Detrina will provide in chat. And now I can really see chat quite well. How are you, Brother Clam? How you doing? All right. Chipu601, hello, how are you? Hello, everyone, welcome. Did you guys understand what I do? I'm trying my best to do it well every day, twice a day. As I deliver the news, the black news, just the facts. You may consider me the black fact checker. No longer the incognito, but I am the black fact checker. And so what I do is I bring the receipts and tell you why we need to take seriously what's occurring in this country. And it's a serious business, folks. You know, I look about, and the rise of white nationalism is real. And, you know, they talk about white nationalism like the target isn't us. That's very frustrating. You know what I mean? I mean, they like dance around the subject of, you know, immigration, white fragility, critical race theory, all these trigger words, you know, that really are just substitutes for other words. You know, and the intent, as I've laid out, I think quite succinctly over the last few shows, is that the idea is not a civil war. That's not what they want. I mean, to put it quite plainly, folks, they just want to kill us. What? That's what they want to do. It's what they've been doing. And they've been doing it unfettered, unpunished, up till, a few months ago, where they sent one to jail for 10 years for choking one of us to death in the street in front of 30 witnesses, a police officer, and fuck our lives, right? But what they don't talk about is afterwards the continued bullshit that we have to deal with and smile. And so many of us smile so fucking well. And I just want you to just get it off your goddamn faces. I mean, when you're in public. All right, sound check. Can you hear me? Everybody got me? Good? Everybody got me? Everybody can hear me? Hello? How are you? Yes? All right, listen. We're going to do this. I think the sharing is still the same. The format, what we do is still the same. We look up black news. 2 words, search terms that deliver. No matter what your platform, MSN, Google, doesn't matter. DuckDuckGo. Doesn't matter. Delivers just the facts, man. From all over the country, all over the world. You know, the true story, the notions, what they believe, what they feel, what they hold dear, their attitudes against and about us. Vital regarding our survival, I would say. And since so many of them have just decided to go hog mad and kill a few motherfuckers to spark off what they call a race war, well, folks, I know what's on their fucking minds. And that shit's scary as fuck, ain't it? I mean, you got to think, what, do you really want to, I mean, y'all really just want to start clipping people? What's wrong with you? And like murder is just on your fucking mind. Y'all made gallows at the fucking January 6th conflagration. And you know what somebody said about the gallows they built? Seemed like a good idea. You like hanging people, eh? I swear I heard them say, hang Mike Pence. I mean, regardless of who the fuck they hang, they just want to hang somebody, right? I mean, what's that about? You got hanging on your mind? What? You hang all the traitors. You just a hanging group of motherfuckers, huh? Good evening. All right. Sound and video perfect. Thank you. Improvement. This is what the fuck we're talking about, folks. This is what it's all about. It's about getting shit that shouldn't be in the shot out of the shot. It's about the cleanness. I'm sorry. Matt, they can be quite disruptive, can they not? And you know what? So there's a delay between what I'm saying and what you're seeing and what I'm seeing and what I'm saying. There's a delay because one window is open for YouTube and the other window is open for the video so that I can switch back and forth. I'm telling you too much. I drift. I know. Get over it. All right. Good evening. Doug Rice! Still sound good? Okay. So, we did the search show. We did Black News. We did it. We do it. Every show we do it. Nearly every show, except this morning, I believe. I did a little freestyle. I hope you enjoyed the freestyle. I don't believe we have to worry about uploading a later live. We can just record this sucker. And you know what? I'm going to use the other program to record something, maybe the shorts and shit like that. Just keeping you updated. Don't get your panties in a twist. How was your Tuesday, by the way? Did you successfully avoid Carl Cassidy? Did you see yourself in the crosshairs of Carl Cassidy? And were you successful in your dodging and drafting? Did you cut? I just want to know. I mean, if you have the grin off your face, and I really haven't gotten any feedback on this, I'd like to hear somebody tell me. I mean, some of you have actually done what I have recommended, and you have wiped that grin off your face in public. Thank God and bravo. But now I need to ask the results of this exercise. Have you noticed? Do they approach you? Is the gravity just strong? Or what's wrong? What you mean what's wrong, man? What's your back the fuck off me? Can I get a number one with Ryan? And I mean, at the most inopportune times, they want to ask you why you're not smiling. And then suddenly it hits you. You really expect me to walk about smiling, don't you, motherfucker? I thought Doug Rice was fucking playing around, but he's fucking serious. Not 8 or 9 of you in the last day have asked me what the fuck my problem is, as if smiling is a requirement for Negroes. Welcome. You're woke. Here we go! Yeah, I heard it. Yeah, that goes. I like that shit. Right? All right. Oh! Did I do the shout-outs? Welcome. I can see everyone. How's everyone doing? Oh. No more blue screen. No more green screen. No more audio cuts. It's just Doug Rice. All right. All right, so here we go. Let's start off. I saw a few things that caught my eye, and you know, some of these folks are a little slow. They don't give me the pa that I'm looking for from some of them. I want to say who's not getting the attention, but here's one that I think I touched on. You know, I'm on TikTok. You know, I'm on TikTok, right? And you know, I'm pretty active. I try to keep it real. I try to do the thing, you know. This. I'm not really certain that I want to know per se, but you know what's going on here. 10-year-old black girl dies. Online TikTok challenge, and this is a bit dated, but look at this princess. Look at this Look at the unnecessary death. And another, a 10-year-old, a TikTok challenge. Hold their breath until they faint. I think we did touch on this and we talked about the parents' need to pay attention, but to see and be reminded that one Nyla Anderson tragically snuffed out. I don't like that. I don't like to see our children taken away. But, you gotta, I gotta report what I see. So I start off with that one, even though it wasn't the ideal article. But I'm gonna get better. I always do. All right, here's one. If you're serious about getting better, you might as well start off with a hit. Here's a hit for you. So everybody join me, if you will, in this wonderful, just soak it in, folks. Soak it in. Soak it in. 74-year-old black woman exonerated, finally, for the murder of her niece after spending 27 years of her life in prison. My goodness. And, I want to put that there because it doesn't just happen to black men. Black women, too, are given this kind of treatment. We're only 1 month into the new year. We're already seeing some daunting cases of wrongful convictions being vacated after exonerees have already spent decades in prison. Joyce Watkins, a 74-year-old black woman from Nashville, Tennessee, has been exonerated after spending 27 years in prison for the murder of her 4-year-old niece in 1987. Been a plethora of black women exonerated. The majority of exonerations in 2021 were of black men, but truth be told, exonerations of black women have been an underreported outcome since black men have made up a majority of the overall exonerations since 1989, according to the National Registration of Exonerations. After 3 decades, Watkins made a strong effort to exonerate herself and eventually succeeded. And they delightfully write and take joy in the struggle they create with their injustice, jumping to conclusions and railroading, snatching life from Hebrew royalty, and then having the nerve, the unmitigated gall, to write about it and celebrate their struggle and how they prevailed against caucasity, ever present, always there. What the fuck? They didn't really, and everything predicates from her blackness. Everything involved in the decision regarding her sentencing, the snatching of her long life, throwing it away. No amount of money is going to make up from this woman losing all that she could have done and all that she could have been and all these. Give me a fucking break. You can throw 20, 30, 50 million. I don't know, 50 might do it. 50, 70 million. That could make up for a lot. I'm going to go ahead and say that. But still, I wouldn't spend 26 years in jail for $70 million. I would take the money after I got out. Yes. But, so, there's that, and it's sad to see a sister, especially, brothers. Isn't it odd to know that, overall the majority of exonerations have been us? Us. Why? Because they convict us wrongfully. Can't believe my heater started up. Great. Do you know I can out-talk that heater? It's cold is what it is, though. Actually, I'm glad my heater started up because I don't like doing cold shows. Anyway, and I think this will accommodate for that, right? Hey, this is in the shot better and everything, huh? Looks good, huh? Everybody like this shit? Tell me you can still hear me. course you can. You got a big mouth. What are you doing? We good? Can everybody hear me? There we go. All right. So there we have it. So yeah, she's out. If you want to read more about her story, feel free. I do like it. I like the fact that she has been released. All right. So here's another. Well, this is interesting. I'm trying to figure this out. You know, I'm not really about politics, us being involved in the politics, not necessarily. But what most interests me is when they decide to get involved in politics, but he's a GOPer. And Democrats being just as bad as everyone else. Mr. Mayor Richard Irvin touts top GOP support in bid for governor after announcement that indicated shifts on policing and Black Lives Matter. So he's sold out. Yeah. He's sold out. He has to have said something that placates the crowd. He has to have said something that I don't even really want to read it, and more importantly, Mayor Richard Irvin, for God's sakes, don't you see what they're made of now? I mean, the first thing they're going to do is kill him. What? I'm sorry, did I say that out loud? No, you mean you want to be a part of the GOP? You want to run for office? Let me tell you what kind of line he's got to toe. And let me tell you the mile of shit he is going to have to eat. That man right there is literally going to have to sell everything he's got when it comes to principles, character, beliefs, values, anything that puts himself, black before a Republican. He's got to erase that shit. And we all know. Oh, how you sell out to be amongst these motherfuckers, and I say it's not worth it. Do you know the amount of shit you got to swallow to be in the presence of high society? Oh my God! As a Hebrew, I think of the ones that are up there about them breathing that rarefied air. How happy they must be, And they listen to the comments, the offhand comments about, and they have a very highfalutin way of being racist in high society, but it is just as effective, and it has just as much meaning and impact and hatred behind it. You think you do that if they let you in, if they open the door wide because you have cast off your blackness for everything they hold dear and promote it actively, you'll even claim racism no longer exists in this country. The sellout is massive. But the reward is just as great. It can be, right? I mean, he gets to be governor. I mean, hey, anything's liable to happen in his life. But, I'm always reminded of the movie Get Out. And then I'm reminded of, Yeezy saying that movie was about his life and then I'm just kind of reminded of the experiences, all of them have to live through and keep their mouths shut about. And then I worry about the things he's going to have to agree with and to. It's almost scary. I know that it would disturb my spirit to even have to approach that kind of compromise to my principles and to even suggest that, here's some money and maybe a little power, and you're going to have to, you're going to have to come with us. Right? There's one right there. Good luck. That's right. Oh, that felt good. I like that. How you doing? This is disgusting. Tina Ray, this is in the stereo, loud and clear. I wonder, is this thing refreshing? Is everybody okay? I hope can you still hear me? Am I on or what? Okay, good. I don't care. It's recording, right? I try and then I just do. All right, so what is it? Listen, so my wife and I occasionally we go to the casino. Occasionally, we haven't been in a while, right? They had this game up there. It was entertaining, not something that I watch or anything. It was Sex in the City. She doesn't watch the show. It paid well, whatever. We watched it. Wow, right? I've never watched the show, but I get an idea of who and what's it about. Right, I get it. Fine. Then I get this article, which is just beyond words. It just says, what? What are you talking about? And just like that, Sex in the City still doesn't do right by black women. What are you talking about? Who's that? What's that? That's not a black woman first. Stop. That is, but clearly a caricature. We have to make sure that she matches and fits the resemblance of what we accept as black. Perfect. Pop culture juggernaut many black women can make reference to, but they've just not really focused on black women in this. I mean, was this the wording? Was it required, the amount of words that you put in this bullshit? Listen to me. Anybody that wants to be associated with this Sex in the City and is offended because they don't embrace black women, what the fuck are you talking about? Why don't you go sit down somewhere? What? No. Also, didn't Mr. Big just get accused of sexual assault or something? Shit like that? Did I say that? I did. Okay. I drift. Tina, take care of that for me. I drift. Let them know. Sorry. All right. So, folks, I don't even want to read that one. That's crazy. This, though, I do want to read. I want you to envision something. I need you to understand the fine line. There's this fine line that determines whether they proceed in this direction or they proceed in another direction. Sometimes that line is clearly visible and sometimes it's not. But when I look at stuff like this, I'm going to share it with the class. When I look at stuff like this, it sets me in a little bit of a tizzy. I don't know. I'm a little bit concerned. Prosecutor, no charges in black teens custody death. This is an hour ago. AP News, very important this, okay? I'm going to first show you. Now, take that in. Okay? So we all see that is a Hebrew. That is a black child. Okay. So I just want to kind of go over, Cedric Lofton, Wichita, Kansas. 17-year-old became unresponsive while being restrained at a juvenile detention center. Now, the thin line that I observe here is one that divides who is acceptable in losing their lives in the custody of the state and who is not acceptable in their lives being lost. And I dare say that, and I'm going to say this without doubt and unequivocally, this would not have happened had it not been any other person. I think that's right. Because they would not have taken the chance that the child be in a position to pass away under any circumstances. And if I might, if we just want to focus just a little bit, Doug, you're crazy. Name one white child that has died in the restraints of the state in a juvenile detention center that you've heard of in the news. Okay. Name one person who is not a Negro who has been killed in the custody of police while taken from where they were to the place that they are going, either in transit, while arrested, moving in the car, at the jail, after they've been booked, after they've been in their cell. Name the slew and myriad of white faces that have been the subject of an untimely and questionable death in the custody of authorities. I'll fucking wait. I didn't say you're not going to find somebody that expires in the custody of authorities. That's ridiculous. That's unreasonable. Of course, I know that exists. But when we talk about consistency, we can then read into that what is a permitted death and what is not a permitted death. It is a conscious decision. It can be nothing else, folks, because the consistency that black life dies in the custodial protection of authority, that's just too constant a number. Whereas the number for others who are not us is nearly non-existent. And it begs the question, how did this happen? Has this always been the case? Yes, motherfuckers. And look, I mean, fuck this, the kid, man. You know what? Why are we not able to feel the same fucking way when we look at their children and are told, look at this innocent young child, full of promise, full of future, full of hope, you know, just a good-looking kid, his whole life ahead of him, you know, and you notice they don't offer the excuses that they offer recent motherfuckers that have lost their fucking minds and killed people or held people hostage. They don't talk about his strained mental state, perhaps that he's been suffering from yada fucking yada for so long, and then taking. What they do is they tell you that he's dead, and then they tell you politely ain't nobody going to be held accountable for it. Still grinning? This all plays into what is thought about us in this country. And what I'm pointing out is, folks, somebody's not being honest. Somebody's not being honest about their feelings. And shit's going on. And people are dying. Black people. And people that they mistake for black people are dying too. Let's get that abundantly clear, because when they kill somebody that looks like us but is not us, that's just a mistake. And I hate to be the one to tell you the goddamn truth. I know, right? Oh, wow. And no video fuck up? Everything's still good? Good. This isn't a joke. This is real. They keep showing us. Maya Angelou, good Lord, I mean, the gift that she gave was not just her excellent writing, her beautiful words, and everything about she wrote down. But for God's sake, when people show you who the fuck they are, believe them. Golly. I don't give a fuck what they talking about, and they talking a bunch of shit. They're telling you that they want to cancel the history that got us here, but they want to remember their forefathers as great people, and they want to mimic, do what they did, and cross rivers with guns and ready to storm capitals and mimic failed European overthrows of governments. And what are you fucking peppering your society with exactly? And which of you has the gonads to stop it? No one. No one. Look, let me tell you something. I'm looking at the news. I look at the news. And they're talking a good game, but I'm listening to a bit of an undercurrent in some of the things they're saying. And some of them are saying outright into their faces, ain't a damn thing y'all gonna do about it. Democrats, these Republicans are serious about kicking some ass, and they're ready to start shooting people. And y'all just want to talk it out. They're ready to shoot it out. And if that dynamic is in play when the bullets start flying, Y'all don't have a fucking chance. I cannot see one of these motherfuckers that talks and talks getting busy. I just can't. But I can see MTG. I can see Marjorie Taylor Greene picking something up. And hell yeah, she can follow parrot around, claiming they buried fake children. She can shoot somebody. Absolutely. And I saw Paul Gosar. That dude's unhinged. He's unstable. Paul Gosar needs a psychiatric evaluation immediately. But you know, the thing is they don't listen to me, and I expect that. Listen, folks, this shit's hell in a handbasket. It's unraveling. It's coming unglued. China and Russia are eyeing the United States. They're just looking at the harlot waiting to tear her to pieces, and we all know it. You know, Xi is about done. Xi is about finished. Putin was done a while back, but he's just like ready to just, whatever. I mean, when they show their ass, people going to smell the funk, baby. It smells bad. But they ain't getting, listen to me, the United States ain't getting no more respect. And the respect it got was based on white supremacy. Now they've showed themselves to be a shithole country. And walking around expecting respect with Joe Biden at the helm, who's put together with super glue and duct tape. Joe Biden is being held together by a deep breath. I mean this. I think the man is befuddled. I don't believe he knows where he is at. I believe he thinks he's in some sort of dream. I truly do. And Kamala, I don't know what her, what she may or may not be, but I don't think they will let her near the White House. The Oval Office was finished. I mean, and it's baked in. What they're doing is baked in. They've already got the folks that are going to count the vote in place. Donald Trump, all he needs to do is just breathe. And I think we need to pay attention to the fact that if it is not DT, if it's not the Trumpster from the dumpster, it's going to be somebody worse. I need you Hebrews to understand that if Donald Trump somehow does not go away, it will only be worse for us, because then someone will get in there that knows what they're doing and really will carry out their desire, their true nature, their true target. What they really want to do, what they're killing to do. They're killing to do this thing. All right. So 6:43. It's a wrap for me. I'm good. I like the new equipment. Everybody good? Everybody loves it? Right? Yes? It's good? Yes? No? You don't like it? You do like it. We're good? No blue screen? Can you hear me? Okay. Well, all right. I am Doug Rice. Thank you so much for watching the Doug Rice Show. Looks like the new equipment, the new program seems to be working. I appreciate your support. And thank you for just listening. Some shows are, a 6 or 7. Some shows are an 8 or 9. You got a few 10s in there, right? Don't judge! I have a very full life. All right. Well, any questions? Let me holler. Everybody good? Matt, Tina, C. Toller, what up? Curtis, subscribe, hit Tina, Bushcraft. Bushcraft. You need to start learning how to cut hair. We'll get to that at some point. All right, folks. You guys have a wonderful evening. I don't want to lose my voice. Plus, I like the fact that my shit works now. I'm kind of reveled in that. All right. I'm going. I got to grab some coffee. Plus, I'm beat. I've said enough. Good evening. All right.